I am the first time candidate for any elected office outside of student politics, so this is a big learning curve for me.
Are you the local candidate?
Why am I doing this again? Just pointless. No one wants to go out in the cold. Never ideal. This is crap. This is me in our tiny little study. I am trying to do some planning. I was only selected as the parliamentary candidate at the beginning of September, and so I haven't done a lot of work as the candidate yet. A lot of elections is just figuring out how to kind of make best use of people's time. I was expecting there to be a little bit more, I guess, checking in or like a bit more guidance of, so you're a first time parliamentary candidate. I don't think there's very much chance that I'm going to be successful in terms of actually becoming an MP. I don't think it'd be too bad. I've basically got enough that we could start. What I don't think I've got enough of are people who are willing to help. But some people come out the woodwork when there's actually an election. We've been sent some key messaging from HQ about our key policies. Now the manifesto isn't out yet, but they've given us some kind of headlines, and then over the next week or so the full manifesto will come out. The next 2 to 3 will be a little bit more low-key locally because I am working full-time, so I'll only do a few evenings a week canvassing or phone banking or kind of getting things in order, and spend the weekend doing canvassing locally and delivery locally. We're starting from a completely blank slate. Hi, my name's Meera Chadha. I am the Liberal Democrat parliamentary candidate for Walthamstow.
Who is the...
Me, I'm the candidate.
Are you the local candidate?
I am a local candidate. Look, it's my shiny face. I keep on turning to my husband and going, why am I doing this again? Like, what's the point? Like, we have very little chance of doing anything here in terms of winning the seat. We do hopefully have a good chance of increasing our vote share and having a good showing. There's been a couple of interactions between me and Stella Creasy online where she seems to be getting a bit irate by me, which I'm going to take as a positive. There's no chance of Stella losing this seat.
That's
but
right.
If you can still send a message, you can still send a message.
Yeah.
I'm also pregnant, so my tiredness is going to massively increase. People want to do stuff and people want to help. So do you guys want to do these ones, 95, 93, but making sure I can channel their energy in the right way as well. So it's just like a whole mix of things.
How many boxes did you think you had?
About 6, 7 boxes.
There's over 5,500 leaflets there.
Okay.
So, yeah, you should be okay.
So the first round of leaflets has arrived.
What, for the election?
For the election, yeah, on the 12th
Yeah.
of December. Who do you know?
Is that you?
That's me, yes. I don't think I'd quite anticipated how much admin there would be. I've got more, yes. I feel like I'm making up a lot of it as I go along. I didn't join the Lib Dems to talk about Brexit. I joined the Lib Dems because of fighting climate change. The main things I need to do, such as leaflets out and delivery and all of that, that's quite clear, because Jamie's here and he's walking me through that process and the nominations and all the kind of basic practical things, but all the other stuff I'm supposed to do, I don't really know what to do. And because it's not a target seat then, and I'm still working full time, there seems to be a lot that some of the other candidates are doing around community meetings or hustings or interviews that I haven't really got involved with yet. Some of the other stuff that you might have a campaign manager might do. I don't really have a campaign manager. I just have to do whatever I can have time to do, basically, without killing myself over it.
My first house gave away a poster.
Yes! I've given away 2 posters.
All right, 2 ones.
There you go. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the other target seats and how they're running their campaigns, because then if I did ever end up in a seat where it was a bit more contested, then I think I'd learn a lot more from that. We are in Kensington and Chelsea. We are out with what's known as the Gold Squad to go out to target seats. A target seat is basically a seat where we've got a really good chance of winning. And so it's about putting in as much effort as possible so that we can really kind of get out there and get the word out so that we can win those seats. I'm the parliamentary candidate in Walthamstow.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
So you come over here?
It's actually quite easy for me to get here because I live quite close to the central line.
Yeah, no, I meant that you're not canvassing in your own constituency.
Well, it's not like we're not going to win there, so.
Right.
Can I leave a leaflet for you?
Pop it in the letterbox.
Lovely. Thanks, have a lovely day. I have to say, Jackie, I have done canvassing in lots of places and this is
the worst you've ever done.
brutal. No one is really talking to us. So that's quite tricky.
Hello.
Hi, my name's Meera. I'm out volunteering with the Liberal Democrats.
Sorry, 1 second, sorry. Yeah, sorry, I'm on the phone.
Oh, okay. Compared to yesterday when I was in Finchley during the day, we were knocking on houses and like the family homes. We got like a reasonably good response rate in terms of people answering and also just wanting to talk to us, whereas here it's like, I don't know, just no one wants to talk. I've got a couple of hustings next week, so I've got one with a radio station on Tuesday, I've got a sixth form one later in the week, and then I've got a public hustings next weekend. And then last week just been, I did a TV interview for like a small Sky TV channel. So it's been really interesting getting invited to do these kind of things because it gives me a little bit more experience of what it's like, and I'll use that as good experience for the future. There's some slight frustrations in the campaign in that postal votes went out this week, but I've had some delays in my printing, so some of the material that I was expecting to get out to people across the borough hasn't gone out, and so I may well miss a load of votes, which is quite annoying. But we've also had a realisation that I just don't have the ground support. There's 4 days to go. It is now mostly focused on trying to help target seats rather than doing much locally, but we have got a bunch of leaflets to get out. Polling doesn't look great. I think we're all a bit anxious that we're not going to be able to get even the target seats. And these ones then?
I don't know the names of the roads.
It's all right, we'll have a look. Oh my God, now I've lost him. I really don't know what's going to happen on Thursday. I think I'm going to lose quite a lot of people's votes because they think they need to tactically vote. Might end up in another election in 12 months' time, which right now feels like horrendous, but actually after the dust is settled might feel like a good thing because it gives us another crack at the whip. Oh, it's so cold, my fingers are freezing. The wind is just so biting, and then it's bloody miserable having a December election. You can't get anyone to do anything either because no one wants to go out in the cold. Everyone's ill. It's just crap. It's quite hard to tell how much being tired is just an election campaign and how much of it's about growing a human, but thankfully baby's fine. So just when the election's over, I think it's just a bit about self-care. I've learned about what I would and wouldn't do in a future campaign. So all of that has been really good learning experience. So we'll see what the result is on the night, and if it doesn't go as well as we'd hope, then at least I've learned something and I'll just have to take that. So we're expecting to get the result probably in about half an hour to an hour. So I was having a little nap when the exit poll came in because I wanted to get a bit of rest. I didn't know how long we were going to be up here. It's pretty disappointing, but not unexpected. The Conservatives have really hit through with their message about getting Brexit done.
Liberal Democrats to stop Brexit, 2,874. Stella Judith Creasy is duly elected as Member of Parliament for the Walthamstow constituency.
So results were announced. I came third. I got about 2,800 votes, which is more or less double the last election, so double vote share, which is really good because it means we keep our deposit, which is getting over 5% of the vote, and obviously doubling the vote share locally is really good, particularly given the picture of us getting squeezed everywhere. 5 weeks is a really long time in politics, and as the election's gone on, then actually, really pleased. It's good. It's good. Good result. Good first time.